Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. This is for 321. So we have the energy of the Empress all month because of the 3. And then we have dust on my speakers really bothering me right now. 21, which is the world, which I believe is Saturn. Yeah. There's a lot of Capricornian energy for the 20th as well. The world 21 breaks down to 3 again, so there's like double 3, and then it combines back to 6, which is currently north node. So that has like north and south nodes have sort of an all-encompassing global kind of positioning. Let's say there's something going on in the world. South node Sagittarius, Jupiter and Saturn, right? Both in Aquarius right now. Which may or may not be relevant to what's going on here. 21st. Oh, okay. First day of the sun in Aries, and then Venus hops in there tomorrow. And the moon's still in Gemini, hopefully, according to my information. Alright, so I was shuffling my deck here. I'm using my Twin Flame Pinnacle deck. Doesn't really matter if you're not a Twin Flame, that's fine. It's just, that both halves of the deck, or each half of the deck, one's labeled masculine, one labeled feminine. So some of these I've written on them upside down because I wasn't paying attention, but this is the 9 of Wands in upright, but the feminine energy on here is inverted. So I may or may not take that, but depending. But the 9 of Wands is that Sagittarian energy. The moon in Sagittarius. Oh, that's so weird because the moon is in Gemini. Again, it's that nodal quality where it's encompassing the whole thing. It's like it's been a really long time that the feminine energy has been, dangling by an ankle over the pit of sharks with laser beams attached to their freaking heads. I picked this up like I was about to shuffle it. So I guess I'm going to shuffle out another card. Okay, so what flipped out now is the 9 of Swords, which is inverted, but the masculine energy is upright. Now, 9 of Swords inverted means that the nightmare is ending, which is good, but what's interesting is I have 2 9s, which tells me moon energy, and the moon seems to be at play here. We're in the 21st, so we're about midway between the new moon, hopefully it was in Pisces, on the 13th, and the full moon in Libra, which is supposed to be the 28th. So we've got a waxing moon that's about halfway, which makes sense because the 9s are split, right? We're halfway through a certain moon cycle. It's like the masculine energy is like I've been separated from the feminine energy for a really long time. It's been a nightmare, but now they're sort of drawing to a close. But we see that because Venus and the Sun, no, typically Mars is the ultimate masculine, right? Because the Emperor. But the Sun is also masculine because we have the Moon here as well, right? We have the Sun aspect because we're moving in, the Sun is moving into Aries. And then we have portions that make up the moon where part of it is inverted and part of it's upright. So that means that I've got partly the sun, partly the moon. There's sort of an eclipse happening. But an eclipse, there's a thing about like a parable or a metaphor or whatever the hell, a fable story about the moon, and it's sort of like the eclipse is the masculine and the feminine coming together. And what you have with the solar eclipse, at least, is that when they come together, you see the corona, and sometimes it'll be like an arc. I think, oh, if I use this card here, hold on. I'm redoing my music deck, so I'm not really using it right now. So this picture that I scabbed here, this is the corona from an eclipse, and you see there's a, it looks like a diamond ring. And there's supposed to be a thing where the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, that was the Ace of Pentacles, by the way. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is supposed to be talking about an eclipse somehow, and the dwarfs are the planets and all this shit. So, but the very idea of the sun and the moon coming together is like a sacred marriage. I think it's called Heros Gamos. And we see that, again, the time of the feminine being sort of careening through space without any warmth, right? The warmth of the sun is about to be over with this shift, because not only are the sun and the moon been in Pisces, which is the subconscious, which is where the dreams tend to happen, clearing out the nightmares, but they're going to be moving into Aries, which is that emperor phase. Venus just a little bit behind. But that makes sense too, because even in an eclipse, one planet is sort of coming behind the other one, and there's this thing where they catch up, and then it's the eclipse. So let's look at the bottom of the deck. So this is a spare card that was in here. What's interesting is I said that that card that I showed from the other deck was the Ace of Pentacles. This one is the Two of Pentacles, as I've written it, because this King of Swords on the penny farthing here looks to me a lot like the Two of Pentacles in the Legacy of the Divine Tarot. And then the inverse, it says serpents upon my dirigible. Right, so it's like I've cleared, my thoughts are cleared. I'm heading out on this journey. And was the Two of Pentacles, is that Jupiter energy as well? Yeah, it's Jupiter and Capricorn, the same two energies that have been coming up over and over again, both hanging out in Aquarius, which is communication, speech, thoughts, and so on. So what's really going on here is that there's a cleansing, an awakening, and a clearing of how the masculine energy is viewing the feminine. It's a global shift. So it could be for somebody in a relationship where the feminine has felt cast out for a really long time by her partner, whether it's romantic, soulmate, twin flame, whatever. But in terms of looking at the patriarchy, we see the masculine is like, ooh, maybe that choice that I made 6,000 years ago was not really awesome. And now I see this nightmare ending where we can be together in this harmony. Now what's interesting is, if I come back to my music deck here, I'll pull this card back out. I have this, I'm redoing these cards, so I changed some of the songs, and now I have to draw the pictures instead of scabbing them offline. It's just going to take me a while, because I keep having to do other stuff. So, also Sprach Zarathustra, right? If you've seen 2001: A Space Odyssey, that's the music they use when there's an evolutionary jump, like when the ape people see the monolith and they start using tools and stuff like that. So here there's an opportunity for like an emotional or energetic level up, evolution, upgrade, expansion when the masculine and the feminine energies come together out of the subconscious into the bright light. This is a little bit similar to one of the readings from within the last week or so, but it's specifically from the masculine energy's point of view. Masculine energy is like, damn, what, that was a messed up dream. Where's my, it's like I dreamt that I ate my pillow, and when I woke up, my giant marshmallow was gone. Where is she? Okay. Um, so if you want to get a personal reading, the list of readings that I offer and how much they cost is going to be down in the description box underneath here. If you'd like to help keep my channel chunking along, you can donate, energy exchange, tip jar, PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. Email me if you want a reading there. If you'd like to get stuff for any kind of donation money, there's merch and prints and actual art items on Cafe Press, DeviantArt, and Etsy. For prints and actual art items, there's like characters and celebrity works. I'm gonna be donating 10% to charity. And as I can afford to, I'll donate larger percentages. Yeah, and then there's a sample playlist, or a playlist of sample readings. So if you want to see what the ones down there are like, you can check out the samples. And then I've got coloring books and dark poetry over here. If you're looking for some kind of like uh, Cliff's Notes from the universe, or like an oracle throwdown, in my Etsy shop I've got chapbook packs. So it's like a little snippets of the writing. It's art cards, so there's going to be images and words, and if you can read my handwriting, you might get some numbers off of there, and it's just to help change the energy in the room a little bit. So those are available, and then 3 or more items, 17% off with coupon code 3star17. You go through the link tree, it should be in the top of the page there. So everything there is through the link tree, linktr.ee/CATtheMinion. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.